shit, we ain't going yet, are we?
No.
What?
Contrary to popular belief. Hey, y'all.
Whoa, okay. So, hey, first live show. Shout out to TINO MacGyver of 10 Hustles Production and Media. We're able to do this live. Shout out to you for tuning in. Another episode. You want to introduce yourself? They might not know you.
Miss Bliss.
And I'm Gully GQ. So today is Sex, Kinks, and Fetishes. We're talking about a lot of stuff, so let's just get right on down to it. First things first. Let me pull up my notes.
First things first. We're talking about sex.
Sex.
How you like it. How you want it.
Absolutely.
Where do you want it at?
Uncut. Like a BET After Dark video.
With a little bit more...
pizzazz and commentary. So, some of the new installations we want to let you guys know about in the show are What's the Tea? We're actually about to jump into What's the Tea right now. It's kind of like our hot topics. So, first things first, let's talk about Wendy. I mean, you want to start that off?
Wendy Williams. She's always talking about hot mess, hot topic. I feel that Wendy Williams should have just came out instead of going into hiding. People say you gotta heal.
Well, first things first, let everybody know what happened so that they have context.
Okay. She went into hiding. Okay. Pretty much, Wendy Williams' husband was cheating.
Absolutely.
She's on drugs. She has alcohol problems.
Absolutely.
She went to deal with herself to get herself together.
Absolutely.
And now that she has herself together, she came out and told everybody.
Came clean about it. And and absolutely we at Contrary to Popular Belief Podcast are all about self-awareness. Shout out to our next episode, Lifestyle
Have a
and
healthy
Wellness.
Life. Right.
Our next episode, we're going to talk about just living right, eating right,
getting yourself together,
going to the doctor,
getting checked
mental
up,
health, and all that. But aside from that, I know that she said that she had checked into a sobriety house.
Yes, to get herself together. Was she in there with Jesse?
Jesse's in jail, isn't he?
Oh, okay.
See, you crossing things. See, that's why 50 Cent shouldn't have offered him what he offered him without us knowing if he had a drug problem.
Well, if you offering that much money, obviously somebody
you obviously don't
sniffing coke. So get the money, get
let
the
me stop
show.
Laughing. Okay, so Wendy, my thing is, oh, I'm sorry, I'm here. Okay, thank you. Well, what did Cardi do? Sexual. She had the.
I feel like, I know she had to get herself together, but for a woman that always puts everybody on Front Street, I feel like she should have just came out and said, hey, I'm a hot-ass mess. I am the hot topic for this week. And
Absolutely.
she should have hosted her own show instead of having all these people fill in. You like to talk about everybody else's life. Get up there and talk about your own.
I think that that's what she was doing, but I think she probably wanted to do a little bit of damage control first. In the sense
Damage control. When everybody else is suffering, she puts them on blast. So you didn't know the baby was born?
But then also,
you didn't know your husband was cheating?
But then also, let's get back to the fact that I think that she should have addressed it at the beginning. She should have addressed it on Hot Topics versus, like you said, going into hiding and recluding versus just being honest and open about it in the beginning. But, I mean, some people can dish it and they can't take it. So maybe that's Wendell's problem. Maybe she can dish it
so
and she can't take it.
So did she admit that she was a man?
Okay, moving on to the next. That is still a speculation.
How is
and that's a hot
speculation?
topic. Well, I mean, she's built like a beach board, so we don't know if she's a woman or a man.
Facts. So that's not speculation. Those are facts. She's built like a beach board. Okay.
So the next one that we're going to talk about in What's the Tea is, I know everybody has heard about Kevin. I know I'm going to mess this up. Tsujihara was actually stepping down from Warner Brothers because of his sexual misconduct.
He was telling people if you suck a little dick, you can get a spot on the show.
And from what I'm seeing, based on Harvey Weinstein and all the other Woody Allen, all the other people that have been pulled into this kind of like a cost. I'm noticing that this is a trend in Hollywood, and which kind of makes people want to not get into Hollywood if you're going to have to prostitute for your talent.
But they have been telling us since we were little kids that if you want to make it in Hollywood, you have to sell your soul. But now he's telling you you no longer have to sell your soul. You just have to suck a little dick, have a little sex, and you can get your own TV show.
And pleasure and employment should not cross those lines, because at the end of the day, if you want to be a prostitute, you can go to Las Vegas and shade, or 6 Mile if you live in Detroit, and do your thing. But you know, to each his own. But I don't agree with people in power or people in positions of power.
Because I'm pretty sure the girls that went in there, they were looking for employment. They wanted to be on the latest movie. They wanted to be on the latest TV show, and they felt like they had to give a little bit of oral to reach their goals. But in actuality, you could just audition like everybody else with your clothes on. But he had them under this
preconceived notion
that, hey, you have sex with me, and he wasn't a looker, that you can get on. So I think they could have went about that quite, in a different way.
But even going back to Terry Crews, when Terry Crews was talking about the fact that he had got approached or groped or something disrespectfully, and absolutely, and then D.L. Hewley had like kind of like a misogynistic comment, kind of was like, well, why didn't you beat his ass? But it's like,
a man touched his penis?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, no shade to Terry Crews, but Terry Crews is very great.
And he's been successful ever since that penis grab.
He's very great on the eyes.
Shout out to the man that grabbed his Johnson.
But no shout out to the man that grabbed his Johnson, because that was sexual misconduct.
I understand, but he seemed like he's been popping ever since his Johnson was grabbed.
Well,
several movies, several videos.
Moving on.
So we don't know who grabbed his Johnson.
Well, so who else? We can talk about.
I want to talk about the man from Neverland.
Oh, yes. Okay, so Michael Jackson's kids want to, sue the people that did the docuseries Escaping or Surviving.
Everybody survived.
Neverland.
R. Kelly started it. He surviving R. Kelly.
The trend of survivors.
I just want to know, when did they decide that they were victimized? Is there a limit? No, but that boy that claims that he was touched, they said he was from the Smooth Criminal video. He was supposed to be the little white boy that was in the video. I'm just thinking that video was old. I have that. That was before when I was a child. So when did you decide? When you see R. Kelly survive and now you want to survive? Or do you need a paycheck?
So you think there's an ulterior motive for some of the victims?
Most definitely. Are all of them victims? No. It's like, oh, she got 10,000. I met R. Kelly too. We was behind the subway on 12th Street, and he grabbed me. And his partner picked me up in the limousine. I didn't know where we was going.
So falsified accusation.
Yes, to get a check.
Which that's perjury, period. I mean, shout out to SVU, Law and Order, because that's the only reason I'm knowledgeable of a lot of these terms.
People is lying for
shout
money.
Shout out to Olivia Benson.
Sorry to those who have been hurt, but everybody has not been hurt. Some people just want to check. They giving that girl $60,000. You better go on down there and tell them you've been touched. Okay,
so now since we talked about and brought up R. Kelly, let's talk about that interview with Gayle King. Not the interview with R. Kelly, because y'all have made enough memes. I Mark Keys, you have made enough remixes sampling that R. Kelly interview. But let's talk about the one with Joycelyn and Azriel.
Okay.
First off, Azriel was so turned up. She was so, rowdy. Kind of like my parents. People don't know the story. My parents kind of, in so many words, are prostituting me to get with, R. Kelly initially. But my thing was, sis, you were 17.
And you could have fired on your parents and hopped out the car.
And at the end of the day, it's like, we blame your parents, but at the end of the day, you were 17. I'm sorry.
Okay, I don't blame anyone per se.
I absolutely blame R. Kelly. I don't
blame him either. Everybody talks about these women and what has been done to him. They talk about these women, what has been done to him, but the thing about it is, R. Kelly's first sexual encounters occurred in his household with his sister. Nobody is looking at that. She was touching this boy at 5 and 6 years old. And the other brother, the sister was touching on him too. So you've been programmed to think that incest or family sex is okay, when in actuality, it is not. Mm-hmm. Then you get older and you're not getting any play from the girls in the high school or the girls on the block. You're sleeping with your sister, so you're not interested in anybody else.
Absolutely.
So as he gets older, he thinks that this is the norm. And so now he wants to be with somebody that is young.
But absolutely, that's...
I'm not making an excuse for him. I'm just saying, just as they talk about the women that have been damaged, hurt people. And my man's is hurt. I don't know where his father was in this or where his mother is, but they all need help.
Absolutely.
The parents that dropped the girls off, the girls that went willingly, the girls that was getting tied up for money, and the girls that was doing it for free. Because there are some women that genuinely like R. Kelly. What about the lady that got him out of...
Now, sis, I'm not trying to be funny, but mother lost a child, got money from a lawsuit. I think it was $2.2 million. Don't quote me on that figure. But you're using money that were damages in your child dying to pull this nigga out of jail. And my thing is, I would have saved something for a rainy day. I wouldn't have got R. Kelly ass out for... I'm sorry.
If a person has the opportunity to buy Jay-Z or Beyonce for a couple hours, or Chris Brown, or put some money in Chase saving, they're going to get Jay-Z and Chris Brown.
Beyonce are not doing messy shit.
So it's okay.
Sister R. Kelly is doing a lot.
So it's okay if they have a clean background and spend your funds.
No, I'm not saying that.
Did he do her for the money?
I don't know what he did. That's between him and her. But... like,
you're spending a couple of bands. You
no
about to
shade.
do something strange
no
for
shade.
that chunk of change.
Well, we'll leave that at that. But I mean, it begs the question. I mean, at the end of the day, I absolutely agree. And this may be the mentality of some of these parents, some of these young ladies, and some of these people that are aiding and abetting R. Kelly. You know, at the end of the day, they know what it is. All right, moving forward. I want to talk about Ray J. Good news. Ray J just hit 10 million in sales in less than a year with his Scooty bikes. Shout out to Ray J, because fortunately for Mona Scott, I was really into the love and hip hop.
Right.
Was that New York? Was it New York?
I think it was New York. That was the one I liked.
I think no, Hollywood.
Okay.
That's the one Ray J was on. I saw him with those Scooty bikes and just trying to
promote himself,
promote himself, and do something entrepreneurial. And I thought it was dope, and it's dope that he was making
it's always good to see any black person promote their business and get ahead. And after all the things he's done, I think these bikes are selling way more than his sex tape.
I mean,
so
yeah,
kudos to him.
I mean, he got Kim Kardashian on in that moment. You know what I'm saying? The video to me was a waste of time because I saw it. It was just a waste.
It was just lazy.
It was a waste. It was a waste.
How can you have all that money and have? I don't like people that don't have a signature move.
I mean,
I feel like you're too old to not have a signature move.
Mimi and them, their signature move with that shower. I'm
gonna be honest. I couldn't get into it because she had on stride right shoes, and so just because of that, I felt disrespected because. Payless sells some really classy heels for $10, and I think they're going out of business, so you can shop there. But I didn't like those stride right shoes, and then it was a lot of humping, and it was a lot of premeditated faces. Like when you have sex and you are intertwined with your partner, you don't care what you look like. You're going at it, and she was like, "Camera check, yeah." I didn't like that. She was checking for the camera. Then I seen the camera stick hanging. This is supposed to be a porno that you guys shot.
But the porn stars, they do it better because they're masters.
And then they were humping. That shower scene didn't do it for me because he was swinging, but he wasn't swinging into the vagina. He was swinging into her chest area like, hump. It wasn't, his penis wasn't inserting into the vagina. So I didn't appreciate that. And then there was no water.
No.
The shower was super dry, and the curtain wasn't cute.
No.
I feel like if you're going to create a sexual environment, have some color coordination. Her hair was whack.
Well.
Everything. She would have been better off playing with herself with a doll with some Drake in the background.
I mean, I forgot the dude's name, but he wasn't, bad looking.
That was her dude at the time.
Well, he wasn't bad looking. I mean, he made the, because who looking for Mimi? in a porn?
I wasn't looking for him, because he wasn't cute.
Okay, so look, we're gonna change gears. We're done with What's the Tea. If you have a What's the Tea article or What's the Tea, some gossip, some juicy tea, feel free to email us at popularbeliefpodcast@gmail.com. Okay, let us know what you think. About some of the things we talked about, and we might read it on the show. All right, so now we're going to get into the subject matter. I'm thinking I want to call Ignition in a minute. We have someone who is very well versed and knowledgeable of kinks and fetishes, but we're gonna just have our conversation about these three subcategories now. So sex. Contrary to popular belief, there's a lot more going down in the bedroom than the traditional sex. So what's traditional sex?
Traditional sex is you on top of me, hitting it from the back.
Bored.
That same sucking penis from the side.
Oh, no.
On your knees, holding the hair.
Wait a minute.
Don't pull my track out.
Choke on it.
No music played.
No music.
Yes, Daddy. You the best. I love it. Make me come.
Sexual reinforcement. Positive reinforcement.
The same lame stuff over and over. Whose is it? Not yours. So, it's the same thing. Like, that is so whack.
It is.
I think people just need to be honest. If your penis is small, you need to eat some vagina.
Well.
Quit trying to backstroke and hit it from the side if it's going to keep falling out. You need to use your essential tools that you were given to do your job. You can't come in trying to lay pipe with a number 2 pencil. You need to stick to sketching drawings, which is play with the top of the vagina, because you can't go down under.
Yeah, because so many girls, like I see the late night memes, I see the pictures on Instagram.
Okay.
I see the girls talking about these dudes don't know how to give head, and I feel sorry for some of y'all straight women, because it's like in the gay world, we're not dealing with that shit. Period. You know what I'm saying?
It's not even
That's a prerequisite.
I feel like it's not even that people don't know how to give head. I feel like if you are going to give oral, you need to give it like you're trying to get a full ride to college. If you are not trying to get along with Sally Mae, you need to go on down to the check cash in advance place and stand in line. I just don't understand that going down there that what are you blowing on? It's not on fire.
People blow.
And then you want to do things with ice cubes. You have to have the right temperature mouth. You can't just go dropping ice cubes.
I done got iceberg.
And now you got pneumonia of the cooch because he tried to do something. I can't deal with you. He tried to do something differently. I'm like, stick to what you know, but be slightly.
What you know, but be.
Yes, come up with your own signature move. Don't try to do something that you seen on a porno 2 days ago. You need to have time to practice.
Well, that's something good to talk about. Pornography. Is that like?
I don't think it should be necessary. If you want to go in there and get some tips.
It's not necessary, I think, to some. I
don't want you to play porn while you do me.
I don't think that you should have to play it during sex, because if the person that you're having sex with is not the focus, and if they're not turning
then why
you
are we
on,
in here?
Then we're wasting our time ultimately. But I think that, when you're in the gay life, no shade, but it's no manual, just like I'm sure in heterosexuality.
Right.
There's no manual. So it's ultimately you have to go for what you know based on porn.
I think it is a manual. I think you need to stick to the script.
Well,
and then
what's
expand,
the script though?
Meaning that licking my ear. If I have previously took a shower, don't come licking and spitting in my ear unless you have the tongue of knowledge. Other than that, stay and then that neck. Do not leave those hater marks on me. I am
hater marks.
I am
but
employed.
When you was in high school, you didn't like the passion marks?
Then I was going to get my ass whooped by my mama.
Oh, yeah.
So, no, keep those marks to yourself.
Well, I'm too black, so I've never really got
going to work with red, that's a hater mark. That says last night I was having sex. Mm-hmm. I don't like that. I feel like put it in places that people won't necessarily.
Like on my inner thigh.
Yes, but then at the same time, we're grown, so you're not going to be sucking on my neck for 10 minutes. Next, let's go on to something that matters.
I feel like if the stroke right and if it's hitting right.
Right, then you ain't got to do all that. That's the thing about it.
But you don't do that regardless, though.
You can do it, but it's just like when you get some bomb. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Growing up, oral sex has always been a joke to me.
Has it?
When men do it to women, because I'm a silly person. So I always thought about the alligators on the water, you know, when you watch the Discovery Channel and you see those two eyes. It's just a mouth on a vagina and the alligator is just looking at you. So I can really get into it because it's like it's an alligator on my crotch. But if you want to be down there, kudos to you.
But I thought head was a part of foreplay and foreplay.
Yeah, it's foreplay. I think it's called no play. Because you go down there, you're eating the vagina because you know that your penis is small. So you have to give me half right now. I'm getting half head, half penis.
But what if he's well endowed and he knows what he's doing?
Where is that at? Right.
Y'all have them, don't y'all? See, sometimes I thank God that I created me a guy because y'all seem like y'all be going through.
I just feel like when it comes to booty, y'all gonna see booty from a distance like, dang. Big ass, medium ass, but when it comes to like titties, y'all know what size is this, pretty girl, ugly girl. But it's like when it comes to the penis, all measurement is off. Like you can eye a dime bag, like it's too much shaking that. It's some C's. That's not a dime. But when it comes to their penis, you didn't know.
Most men lie on their dick want to be.
You didn't know that before you took your pants down that you was at a 4. But you clearly said that you was about to knock me back to Kingdom Come.
But that's just like the dude that'll put a banana in his pants to send the dick print.
He should go to jail. That's how I feel. Throw him in there with the rapists, the liars, and the killers.
Because you lying.
Right.
You set me up for failure.
And then when they pull it out, okay, for example, you said you was working with something like this. Then when you pull it out, it looks like this. And you want me to have the same response.
To this to that.
This.
No.
Where's
You're
that?
underwhelmed.
Now, if you was honest and said, hey, you know, I ain't working with nothing, but I'm about to put on the show.
So
okay, let's see what you can do.
So do you think you're a size queen?
Do I think I'm a size queen? I think I'm 32 years old and I don't play with little toys, and I deserve some greatness. That's what I think. I went through too much in my life to settle for something like this. This is what I'm marrying.
Greatness, yes.
I don't think that's fair. I don't think that the Lord would do me like that. I think they said the land is full of milk and honey, and that is not milk, honey, or funny. I don't want no part of that.
No Fruity Pebbles. So no Fruity Pebbles at all. Okay. So we've covered like sex. So like fetishes. So now I kind of wanna call in Ignition. So shout out to different fetishes and kinks. There's this guy, Ignition ONYX. He's a member of the ONYX Leather Brotherhood. It's a group for men of color. Well, let me just call him and let him explain what all this is because I don't want to say the wrong thing. It's so broad. As it was told to me, kinks are the act, fetishes are what you need in order to like, you know,
right.
Ejaculate. Gonna call some. Huh? Oh, we're here? Okay. Well, we've been just
there you go.
It. Hey, Ignition, how are you?
I'm doing good, and yourself?
I'm good. So we're recording live. I have to pull you up to the mic. We're recording live. I've already introduced everybody to you. Can you give us like a back story, if you will, or just some kind of context as to what the ONYX Leather Group is?
Okay, so ONYX is a BDSM kink. Some people call it an organization. Some people refer to it as a club. Some people refer to it as a fraternity. I prefer to call it a fraternity, just because of, the bonds and camaraderie that I have with the brothers and the sisters. It kind of feels like, fraternity type feel. But it was started for people of color. And we have chapters all throughout the United States. I'm a part of Great Lakes, which we cover Cleveland. We cover Ohio, basically, Kentucky, Detroit. I believe that we are moving to expand in Toronto, and then I believe Philadelphia.
Okay, that's
Don't quote me at Philadelphia, but I know that we're looking to expand in Toronto.
Okay, so like I was telling everybody based on our conversation yesterday about like the difference between kinks and fetishes, like kinks being what you do and fetishes being like what you need to get off. Can you like go more in detail with that?
Okay, so I guess the easiest way would be to give it a personal example. So, like for me, right? Like one of my fetishes is I like the visual of masculinity, not necessarily the persona.
Okay,
more
I
so the
like
visual.
where this is going.
So with the visual, what that looks like for me, and do understand that there's a difference between visual and persona.
Absolutely.
Persona is more so how someone carries themselves. For me, the visual would be facial hair, body hair, like hairy legs,
The aesthetic.
big manly features, and that's something that I need, to actually get off.
Be
like, to
honest.
achieve on the highest level of, being satisfied sexually. Um, for me, a kink is not something that I do per se for sex. It's almost like a type of foreplay, but with different objects and items. Like ultraviolet one for electroplay, a paddle for impact play, accelerants for fireplay. So, kinks are basically, foreplay, in a sense for those that don't understand what kinks and fetishes are.
Okay.
But it's the type of foreplay with, items used.
Now, Liz, do you have anything you want to ask before I continue?
Oh, no.
You sure? Okay. So the one thing that I thought was just very amazing, or just like totally out there, was the fire play. Can you explain like that idea or that kink?
Okay, so, do you want me to explain it as
Do
far as
your thing.
in
You are
general?
fine. Be
In general, or just for me?
Just for you,
generalizations are fine, but your personal understanding would be perfect.
Okay, because everybody's type of play, even you may, like for instance, you may be into fire play as a dom, I may be into fire play as a dom, but there's always different types of techniques and different types of ways to, engage in those types of kinks. So I'm just going to go off of for me, because I feel that that's a safe ground to walk upon, because I don't want to speak for everybody.
I understand.
For me, fire play, I think that what I love getting out of fire play as a dom is I love the level of power exchange, to get someone to trust you enough, to try that with them. As people of color, we are afraid sometimes to step out of, far beyond the box.
Absolutely.
Some of us are okay stepping out of the box, but to step on another level of beyond that box, some of us are afraid to. So for me, being that I'm a hunter, I guess the gratification, I guess the gratification lies within, the chase, trying to get someone to expand, their consciousness and their, fetishes or
their
kinks or
perspective,
ideas. Yeah, their ideas of what could be erotic. For fire play, the reason why I love it is because, being that it is so dangerous, you get a higher level of power exchange. For me, I get in a higher level of a dom space during fire play versus something like impact play or wax play. The only one that comes close to it for me is humiliation play, because I am a humiliator and a degrader.
Oh, well. No, me and my host, when you said humiliation play, we didn't know that there was such play.
Right.
So.
I mean, I know the act, but the terminology, I can do the act, but I don't have a name for everything.
Like, we were just researching hanky codes, so like the hanky codes are pretty out there as well. So when you said that, it just kind of was like, oh, okay.
Right.
Right. And then understand, not every kink or kink play has a hanky code to it. But a lot of the different kink plays in kinks do. I don't know every hanky code meaning. I just more so know the ones that I'm into.
Oh, we know a few.
Yeah, right.
Part of the journey is continuing to learn. But back onto fire play, because I can't be long-winded. Is when you do fire play, like for me, what got me interested in it was, I've always been attracted to fire. I've always been attracted to it because, it's very primal. Fire ignites something primal in us, whether it's fear, whether it's excitement, whether it's, whatever emotion it is. But that roots from, primal feelings of, being exposed to fire, seeing fire, So that was one thing that drew me to it. The other thing that drew me to it was I like more riskier play just because, for one, I find for myself, I like to learn things meticulously. I like to have things in order. So with something that's more risky, I feel that I have to learn that much more about that. I feel that my safety protocols have to be that much more on point. So it kind of soothes my OCD and wanting to be meticulous about things. The other portion and part is it kind of soothes me as well because like I was saying, like the power exchange, is a lot more gratifying for me. Seeing that sub be put into a subspace during fire play and then afterwards them revealing to me or me ask them how did it feel and them tell me it felt like a heated massage, that's everything to me.
All right.
The other part of it is that's very gratifying to me is every time that I do fire play, I've never burned anybody.
Because that was my next question.
Thank God. Like, I've never burnt anybody. But for me, that's just an ace in the hole for me. Like, for myself. Like, when I know that I did a good job in my play session, I know my sub got what they needed out of it. I know it took them to a good headspace. I know that now they're just in their element. And then, providing aftercare and seeing, okay, there's no areas that are burned, there's no areas that are, sensitive. That lets me know, as a dom in fire play that I did an amazing job.
Like satisfaction.
Almost like, when you fuck someone good and you see their reaction afterwards.
Okay.
I did that.
Now they're asleep, they're not even moving, you know what I'm saying? You can run the vacuum and they're not waking up and
Absolutely.
gratification for me. Now, other thing is, with any type of play that I do, especially those that are more dangerous, always make sure that I practice them on myself. So
I remember I came into that.
Yeah. Before you ever see me do something with anyone, and I recommend for people that are interested in, trying different play as a dom, to try it on yourself first. Those plays that you are able to, right? Because you're not going to be able to flog yourself. But you can, do a little electro on yourself. You can do a little wax play on yourself. There's different things you can do with yourself. And the reason why I always implore that is that allows you to know what the sub is going through. How do I look? How do I look doing something to you that I have no idea what it feels like?
Right.
Because I could be putting you through some type of trauma, and I'm thinking I'm doing a good job, and
You hurt them.
enduring it. Yeah, you're enduring it because you want to continue the scene or you want to please the dom. That doesn't work with me. For me, anything that I do, I've either had it done to me or I've done it myself.
That's real.
So with fire play, I'm constantly, probably about once, twice, 3 times a week at least. I'm always, like somewhere hidden because my daddy really doesn't like me, the idea that I do that where I live. But I'm usually somewhere, setting myself on fire or learning different fire tricks. Like right now, I'm learning how to do different things with fireballs. Which are cotton balls with accelerant, and just seeing, what different creative ways I can use that in a Kinks scene.
That is hot. Cotton balls.
Well.
That was a mouthful.
Well, Ignition, I really thank you. Like, I really appreciate all the insight that you've given me, just telling me about different acronyms like BDSM. You said that was bondage, discipline, sadomasochism, like the dom, sub, like euphemism that you've given me. Just to understand, I really thank you.
The breakdown.
And Bliss also, my co-host, wants to be your friend, so I'm gonna have her add you.
Yeah, I'm always willing, for people that are curious, that want to learn knowledge or share knowledge, I'm always open to, that dialogue and that dynamic because, there were people that taught me.
Okay.
And I feel that as a person of color and as someone that is in the community, the leather community, the BDSM community, I feel that it's my obligation to share what knowledge I have because knowledge that's sat on is worthless.
Absolutely.
It's worthless if you don't share it.
Absolutely. That's our whole premise in this existence.
Thank
But
you.
I thank you so much, though.
I just want to add one thing for anybody that's listening. This is Ignition 7 ONYX. That is my Facebook page. Feel free to add me. For anybody that's actually with the interview, feel free to add me as well. Just let me know who you are. That way, I can distinguish one person from the other.
Absolutely. And again, that was Ignition, IGNITION 7 SEVEN ONYX ONYX at Facebook.com. Thank you so much, Onyx, for your perspective. Thank you.
And thank you so much for actually, inviting me to be a part of, your narrative within your podcast. It is definitely an honor.
Absolutely.
I look forward to working with you a little bit more in the future.
Likewise, because like I said, I love Onyx. I love y'all. Y'all are fine and y'all are amazing. And y'all,
you come to one of our bar nights.
I know. I might have to find my twin.
Do show up and show out.
Yeah, I gotta find my twin that's dancing at all these bar nights. I gotta find them.
Oh my God, because when I added you on Facebook, I literally thought that you were the young man that I had seen at our bar nights a few times. And I was like, okay, that's my friend right there. That's one of the dancing parents. And I was telling my husband, and I showed my husband the picture, and he was like, yeah, y'all do favor each other.
Oh my
so
God.
you do have a doppelganger out there.
Make
Maybe
sure
there's a
you
hidden
send me
twin
that
somewhere.
picture, please. But it's a pleasure. Thank you so much, Ignition. And I will get back to you post-production. You too.
Okay.
No worries. Thank you. Take care, brother.
Bye.
Just like he was speaking on, even though he was talking
Shout out
about
to Ignition.
See what he said, practice. So whether it's whatever type of sex you need, practice.
Yeah.
You need knowledge, you need to have skills.
Understanding to
and
do it.
You have to be aware of your partner. You see, he said, I try it on myself before I try it on anybody
So
else.
I can know
so
what somebody
I feel
else
like
is
when it
feeling.
comes to oral, blow on your own penis. Does that do something for you? If it don't do nothing for you, it's not going to do anything for me. Try to lick yourself. I just feel like people, and they're closed-minded,
Closed-mindedness. There we are.
And he said that, too, because it's not too many black men in the community that will allow a woman to light a candle
But the
and
shade
then pour
is
wax.
a lot of black men are fucking freaks. And I mean,
But
a lot of
they
black men
freaks.
like get their ass ate. A lot of
True.
black men like
But
get
a
their balls
lot
licked
of
and
lot of
shit.
black men. Okay,
It's too
it's
much
so many.
of,
It's so many
it's
rules.
Too,
like
it's too
a black
much
man,
of a misogynistic
Yes, okay, that's what I was
kind
gonna
of
say.
outlook. Everything has to be connotated as gay when it's in sex, and sex is more explorative.
I feel like if you love a person, whatever you and that person do one-on-one, that's y'all business.
Absolutely.
But my issue is when I feel like you don't have to bring 3-4 women into the bedroom. I feel like you need to find a woman that has 19 personalities and just go for what you know. But it seems like men, they have no rules. Go get her, go get them, let's do this. But if you say, hey, let me stick this dildo up your ass, hey, I'm not gay. You want me to mess with 4 vaginas, you can mess with 1 dick. I just feel like that's fair game.
Oh my God! But it's real
I'm
though.
just saying, like,
it's real.
a man
though.
will go get your best friend, go get your sister, go get your auntie. You can have all these, like, 10 women in here. I bring one little item about this big and say, hey, put this up your ass. I ain't gay. You got me messed up. Well, I ain't gay either. So minus them 10 girls out, I minus this little item out.
Fuck on each other.
But my thing about it is people are closed-minded because they don't let you use wax. They don't trust you enough to put a blindfold on. They don't like
Okay,
chains.
shout out to Khalees for that. When he wanted he blindfold.
Right, they don't let you use chains, whips. They think you're gonna tie them up. They're gonna be late for work, or you're gonna be going through their phone. You're gonna hop off the bed. I feel like there's no trust, and in order to have fun and express yourself, you have to be aware of your partner's style. I'm just saying. Okay, rest in peace to the guy that lost his life. He normally when he jacks off, he puts a belt around his neck.
Oh.
And
Wait a
hangs
minute.
himself, and at the same time. I don't know the word.
I don't get that asphyxiation. I don't,
because it's like you have this feeling like you're about to die.
like euphoria.
Yeah, and you're.
But I don't want to nut that bad.
Well, he did. So he put it up there, but the chair slipped.
Oh no!
So he
killed himself
on accident.
Oh sis.
Yeah, but it's like deadly sex. It's like going to the top of a cliff and you laying down.
That's not
Sexy to me.
good. And
But-
then, like you said chains. I know y'all not gonna hear this, but you say.
Oh, we
chains.
can hear you.
Chains.
And I'm saying like with the chains.
Oh, wait, well, you can use a.
chains. We don't want to get.
Okay, we don't have to use chains. You can use fabric.
Yeah, like,
it's
I don't-
intense. You know, like people choke, and everybody doesn't have a grip. So
like,
because
I
you
think
don't
it's-
have a grip, you use a
So you gonna
chain.
want to treat me like a pit bull?
No,
Yeah.
it's like
No.
that's the bondage. You have people that really like bondage. Like you had a guy. There was a guy on Instagram. This white girl was tearing his ass up. Okay, like Big Mama. After you came in, after the street lights came on.
Right.
She was flogging the fuck out of him with a wooden paddle.
Tearing his ass up.
And he obviously wanted it. You have
It's
some
intense.
men that like sex dolls. Like, personally, I think that's fucking weird. Like, you had a guy. We watched my Extreme Love. This dude literally put this bitch back in her box and was treating her like somebody from out of town. And my thing is,
Well,
I'm
if you
like,
paid $50,000 for a sex doll,
sis, I'm not paying for no sex doll.
You treat her like that. So what would you like to eat?
If a
dinner
dude
tonight?
can't do it, then I'm straight, sis. Like,
But
for
the
real.
dolls are active now. The dolls.
Oh, that's
The,
weird.
the dolls talk. You push a button and her vagina comes. You push a button, or you don't have a. I guess they got like the rings or the bracelet. It's no different from. It's like a gigantic pocket pussy.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
You
All
know,
right,
like
don't
the pocket
girls
vaginas
like
they
that.
used to have. You can do it right there at your
Pocket
desk.
vaginas.
I don't know why. Pocket vaginas.
But you know
It's
what?
when
Also,
you're at your cubicle and you miss your wife. You put the pocket vagina.
and jack off.
No, that's not what I said. You take the.
Thank you.
No, you're not jacking off. You're taking the pocket vagina, which is like a hot pocket. You're sliding your item into the bag, and then depending on if you have a cheap pocket vagina or if it's a costly one, you hit it with the button. Wow, it does what it's supposed to do.
She said, "Wow."
Yeah, it's no different from the girls that have the clitoris rings. You
Oh,
want to be
my.
aroused 24/7.
That's different.
The only thing I don't understand is the hand jobs. Other than that, I have an understanding of everything else, but the hand jobs, I don't understand why a man needs to have a foot on his.
Well, you in the gay
Penis.
community, no shade. That is, you have foot fetishes that are big. I mean, I like a dude with nice feet. That's fine.
But
That's
does it
cute.
have to be on your penis?
Hell no, cause
But I don't. That's what I don't. Because I
That
know
shit
it was
is
a girl
nasty.
hiring on my Facebook
Hiring?
page. I'll show you her. She said that was there any women locally that wanted to get some money, and she was just like, you have to be open minded. So I was like, well, what are they doing? And she was like, oh, we're doing foot jobs. And I'm like, feet on penis? Like, no, that's.
But you
I
have
don't-
some men that you have
She
some
said they
men that
pay like
that.
2,000-3,000.
Girl,
or
listen, I
the
got
guys,
some
straight
college
guys
loans
that
that
want
need to be paid.
straight guys that want anal. You know, they can't get it from their wife, so they're paying like 10,000.
For somebody to fuck.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
They're the ones doing the penetrating, or they get it.
No, they like paying the woman to do them.
And the
man.
shade is, men been doing that on 6 Mile and Woodward, no
For-
shade
but-
for fucking ever.
But I seen that it all started from Real Sex.
And
21.
shout out to Real Sex
they taught a
from
lot,
HBO
you know,
because that
With the
was
latex,
really what
when they put you
inspired.
inside the latex,
And that's bondage.
and nobody sees
That's
you.
bondage.
You don't see your face. You don't know if it's a man or a woman, and they put the little mouth piece.
That's
so
just like
so you can breathe, and strangers come in, and everybody's rubbing on you. You don't know who you is, and they don't know who you are, or they got the food table when people eat off your body, and
Your dusty body.
I'm all right.
you know. But I think as far as chains,
fine.
feathers, dildos, hot wax,
Flashlights.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Flashlights.
Yeah.
Flashlight.
Flashlights. It's like this thing that's like got a mouth or a butthole or a pussy.
It's like a
at the
pocket-
It's like a pocket
pocket
pussy.
vagina.
But it's like a thing that's like you like jack off with it.
So if you don't want to use your sock, it's like an upgrade from the sock.
Yeah.
Man, I'm going
And the
back to
lotion.
old school. Give me a sock out the drawer.
No, but
A
no,
sock out the drawer
but they
to
have
jack
like,
off in?
but they have like, they have tools and headpieces.
Ah,
You press
and
a-
y'all talking about these
That's your
things.
sock.
Socks. What?
No, it's like tools and pieces. Like
Tools.
you put the piece on the
But that's just like with
on the
dudes that
penis.
they put the thing
Inside.
of their urethra and do like sounding.
Yes.
And my thing is, sis, I'm not.
No.
When I went to Herman Kiefer in high school and was about to get like the little, you know,
To get the
little
test.
exam, and he tried to, girl, I almost whooped that doctor's
But that's the
ass.
different. They have oh yeah, so I watched that. That was about 4 months ago. The guy, it looks like a toothpick. He puts it inside of,
Oh, no.
That's what you're talking about?
Yes.
He puts it inside of his
But it was sticker.
But it depends on how much you can take. But they yeah, but it's not, but that's not the name they call it. But they get to just pumping away.
Oh,
Or
away.
you know, they pump away at it, like you know how like you do a tire, you know, but they
But
pump
that's
and they
just
tip
like,
for their penis.
okay, let's switch gears. That's just like with women. That's nothing but with women and rabbits and women and
I don't know. I don't put
bullets.
foreign objects
Women
in the
and
vagina.
you don't do the Kangol balls, or what is that? What they
No,
call
I
the
don't-
Kangol
first
balls?
off, I don't
where
know
the
who-
women hold them in to strengthen their
You can
vagina
do the same
muscles.
thing with your mental note. In. Out. In, out. I don't have to put any balls or anything up my twat.
Really?
No, because first off, I don't know what's that material. I don't know what's
It's
it
a
made
ball.
of. Right, and who did it come from?
Ah.
I can't put foreign objects up my vagina, just like with the girls putting the little
Well, dick
beads.
is foreign objects.
No, it's not. All I'm saying is stick to what you know, but broaden your horizons.
Your horizons. That's
Nobody wants to plain old lay on my back.
Because that's why people cheat.
No, people cheat because they're afraid to tell their partner they
What
suck.
they want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're afraid to tell them that, hey, you've been eating it and I haven't felt nothing. It's been
You've
10
been
years.
eating and I'm waiting to feel something.
But I think my biggest thing is that when people try to use their skill set on you, meaning you've been doing the same thing since
Oh,
Tupac was
sis,
alive.
no.
And every woman is different. You can't kiss every woman the same. You can't touch every woman the same because some women don't have feelings like that, or they don't
or
want to
they
be
don't
choked.
have those same sensory.
Right. So you have to learn your partner. You may try it, and if it's not working, don't be like, you like it. No, I really don't. I
Yeah, 'cause
don't. I
that's
don't
rape.
feel it.
Like-
I don't feel it. But they'll tell you that no, it feels good. No, it don't. I don't feel
Like,
nothing.
I don't feel shit.
Yeah, and they think that you playing like you playing hard to get. Like, no, you don't know what you doing. Come up, just come up.
Move up.
Or like people feel like now I hear people talking so loosely about licking ass. Okay, I don't feel you should just go around licking people's ass.
No.
And
you
another
shouldn't.
thing,
But ain't
I
shit
can't
wrong
let
with
you
it.
lick my ass when I look and your neck is not clean.
Well, you
Certain
well,
things, if your neck isn't clean, your teeth isn't
but
clean.
you got some people that's nasty. They have sex without washing up.
And
you
that-
got some
that's
people
too
water
intense.
sports and scat play. You know.
or
that's-
the like I told you earlier, the red bucket.
Oh no.
The tarp.
Oh.
The tarp.
What is the tarp?
It's
Why are these things?
It's when people have sex on a blue tarp because they like to release all their bodily liquids.
Oh no, sis. No.
on the tarp.
No, no, ma'am.
Things of that
How
nature.
do you know these things?
I read.
We had to research before we
Google.
did the damn episode.
We have
I mean,
smartphones.
so that, like literally.
Oh well, how I know how I found out about it is because I used to have a job, and this lady that I work with, she told me like, yeah, my friend, her and her dude, they always have to put the blue, you know, the tarp down that they put on the roof. I'm like, well, why are they putting it down? They sweating like that? And she was like, no, because they like to barf on
But
each
that's
other.
just like with fist play. Like I know with fist play, people like have like the plastic or something.
No, you what?
Fist play.
You don't always have to. You just
No fist play. Well, no. Well, with fist play, they use a lot of lubricant to do it, so they need.
Next.
well.
We're
I'm just
talking
saying.
about kinks
When I seen it.
and fetishes.
But what I'm saying, when I seen they didn't use no lube at all, the girl opened up and the guy just went in there with his fist. I didn't see no lube at all.
Well, she must have been wide open.
No, I didn't. I'm just saying. And then everybody doesn't use lube. I feel like
Yeah, you have some people that still spit on it. What is that?
I just recently saw that.
I don't get What? Like,
I feel like you have to test the environment.
you have to test the person.
So if you go down there and she is drier than Sahara, then you're not welcome there. You just need to leave.
Some
I don't think
niggas
you need
don't
to spit
care.
on it. I don't think you need to add any oils. She doesn't want
but
you
that's,
to be
that's
there.
the same with people. Some people like having sex with girls when they on a period.
That's the lay the towel down.
That's disgusting.
I feel like a woman is purifying herself. Why would you want
To be a part of that process.
No, I don't.
But these
There's people that like a lot of different things. Me, myself, I see nothing wrong with chains. I see nothing wrong
Okay,
with...
but what about furries?
What is that?
When the people put on the furry costumes and have sex.
Is this going to be weekly?
I don't know, but it seems like it's too damn hot.
I mean, if we gonna dress up like Superman and like Superwoman, and then we like trying to be like some Cape Crusaders running around the crib, I dive in on you, you dive on me. I think that's hot, but I'm not gonna dress up like no rabbit.
Ugh.
You know, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, no, I'm not into
Kinda.
that at all.
So let's talk about some of the fetishes, and then I guess we'll probably.
What is your fetish?
Oh, well, I like if you don't put them fucking 10 fingers down. I love leather. I don't love it like I like the feel of it. I have a leather harness. I'm dominant too, contrary to popular belief. I'm submissive when I want to be, depending on the guy. I'm dominant a lot of the times because I'm a man, and I like.
You put that voice on.
Well, yeah, because I'm feeling myself now. I like domination. I don't like it like humiliating someone, but I like it like if I'm on top, then I'm gonna be on top.
Oh, okay.
And this kind of like more like a mental thing for me.
I think that's what it's all about. It's
The mentality,
a sort of a challenge. Like,
Yeah.
who can punk who the best?
not punk.
Yeah, that's what it is.
No,
for me.
not punk. More like role play with added leather.
Maybe I need to get a vest. I got a jacket, but
No, the vest is different than the harness. See, I should have worn my harness because you would have known. I should have.
I just feel like I like really rough.
Not too much, Tino.
Like rough. Like I like chains. I like belts.
No, like the harness, no shade. Like I've actually seen somebody
Like
have a dress shirt on and wear a harness, and it looks really dope.
You like the one that straps from the ceiling?
Hell no, and that's a fucking sex swing.
Oh.
The harness is
No, they
just
do
like,
have a harness that you put like this and you swing.
I ain't trying to
on
swing
it.
from the. This
You're
ain't
not,
Cirque du
you're
Soleil.
not, you know, it's like a thing that comes down.
No, I have a harness on.
Oh, that's what I thought you was
But
saying.
harnesses are dope. Like if you like fucking, like somebody can pull you in more. You know, like it's a kinky thing. So
And where do
it's-
you buy that at?
Well, I got mine from this leather store down in Atlanta. But I coveted wanting one for a long time.
Okay.
But I mean that to me, like sex, sexuality, kinks, fetishes to me is so taboo to a lot of people who are kind of
Enclosed?
enclosed and reclusive to normality
Right.
and closed-mindedness. I think that it's like when you introduce these ideas of
They think you're
kinks and
weird.
fetishes, they think that you're weird. But the thing about it is shit, I learned these from a lot of the cats that I've, been with.
Or not even that. Nobody wants to eat the same meal every day.
Absolutely.
You may want to put a little sprinkle of this, a little cheese. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? You want it whipped today.
Absolutely.
You want it baked. I think that people should learn their partner. I think that people should
Learn
get
themselves.
That's true, and they should get a signature move.
Fuck a
Stick with it.
signature move.
They
I ain't
do.
got
No, because some
signature move.
you do have a finisher move. You know how like when you play Mortal Kombat,
Oh, a
you do all the
finisher?
fighting moves and then
a fatality.
yes.
Well,
one of them.
no.
Yes, you want to kill the vagina. I feel like once they accomplish
Most men
that,
can't.
right? I think once they accomplish that, then it's on and popping. But to just go in there doing the same thing, saying the same lines, whose is it? I hate that. What's my
Whose
name?
is it?
You
It
know
ain't
who you.
yours.
You know who you are. You want to be
Now,
bossy.
see, I don't like that. Now, I personally don't like to talk during sex. Because
Oh.
my thing is, if I'm not moaning and groaning, then what the fuck? We
So
can
you
talk.
can't talk about like, hey, I need you to do the yard later. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What's the yard?
oh no, this is a conversation for another conversation.
No.
I'm just
none
saying,
of
like,
that.
you don't express yourself.
I express
Like,
myself.
I love you. I like you.
Oh, yeah, if I'm feeling it.
Oh, yeah. Would you have a flashback right here?
If I'm feeling, but sometimes it's like more so like sex is primal. So I'm not, especially if I'm in that mode, I'm not thinking about saying shit. Oh, you're so fine. No, hit this.
And that's another thing too. I don't think that like when you have conversations and you like fuck me, and then they don't, and then you like fuck me and they like I am, but it's like
it's too literal. It's too literal.
I'm saying like you be like do me and they be like yeah. You telling them what to do,
Like,
and they're
honey,
not.
this is it. But
like-
that's again
like-
knowing your partner.
Like stay up, and then you be like, no, I'm telling you to do me, and they like, I can't go no harder. This is it.
You gotta tell them to pull
I
it from
just-
the back.
I'm just saying. I
Okay,
feel like,
so some of these, not to cut you off. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I just feel like in the black community is just so close-minded because I remember when I had lost my virginity, I tried to pour some wax on somebody, and it was like, no, you're not pouring wax on me. I was like, why? It's just wax. And they like, nobody.
But that shit is hot.
Right, nobody does that. Or I remember I tried to, I seen somewhere, I was younger, and I seen a girl put a belt around a guy's neck, and she walked him like a dog.
You tried that?
And she threw change on him, and I thought that was awesome. And so when I seen
I'm amazed.
when I
That you
seen
thought,
this,
I'm not amazed that you thought that
no,
was
but I
amazing.
did. I was like, oh my God. She was like, bark. And he was like, So I was like, oh my God. So I said,
That's role play,
So when I
though.
got older, I'm like, man, I need to walk somebody like a dog. So I remember when I asked this guy, like, can I put this chain around your neck or whatever? I think it was a belt from like the dollar store or whatever. He was like, sure. So then I was like, okay, so it's around his neck. What if he'd get down on his knees? And I'm like, hey, can you get down? He like, I guess. And I'm like, come on, walk. And I was walking him around the living room table, and I threw change on him just like her, and I felt so strong. So
But he
that's-
did say like certain
empowers you.
fetishes are a power move.
Yes,
Power.
and I agree, because I've never experienced anything
Okay, so I guess we can to sum it up, we could do like a yay nay of different
Okay.
fetishes. So arousal to the sun's rays is actorasty. How the fuck would I be aroused by the sun's rays? Only thought you just get vitamin D.
Is that like if you're doing it off the windowsill and the sun is shining?
I guess.
Okay, so I'm yay for that.
Apotemnophilia is arousal to oneself as an amputee.
No,
That was strange.
no, I'm not. It's too.
Explain it. Like what you like a-
As if you're an amputee, yeah.
No, I'm not. That's too.
Okay, I'm gonna go somewhere else. Oh, podophilia is arousal to feed.
Okay.
Paternophilia is arousal to being tickled by feathers.
No.
Pygophilia is arousal to buttocks.
Okay, that's all right. It's a little.
Stygiophilia is arousal to the thought of hellfire and damnation.
This is so extreme.
That's so extreme. So extreme.
I'm not ready.
Xylophilia is arousal to wood.
Like you stick wood up your vagina?
No, that's painful.
They do that.
No, that's the wrong wood.
No, they put wood. They put
Like polished wood?
they put like wood, like a table leg up the twat. Why did y'all act like y'all don't know what wood is?
No. I'm just saying, like, there's some certain kind of wood. Like, they may want
No, because they got
a piece of the tree.
no, because they got wood with nails, things of that. They do that now. Spikes.
In there?
Not in their vaginas. I
Yes,
hope
they do that.
No.
not. Well, what
And
kind
some-
of condition is your vagina in if you're doing that?
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
It's like
But they
spam.
do it. It's just like
Girl, bring me some of that spam over here.
But they do that. They do that.
That's
with
weird.
the clips. You know when they do the
Clips, nipple clips.
But they got clips like
for
and
the vagina. No, sis, no,
they got ball clamps.
no, sis.
They got the little wire thing with the spikes that they put on the balls. They slide it up there, and then the balls hang out. And then
Slide.
this is the ball sack. You put the clip thingy through the ball sack, and you pull it. So as the sex is going on, you're pulling on the string or the rope or the leather, whatever material you decide. And then,
Teleophilia is arousal to reproductive aged adults. Huh?
so that means they're having sex with their grandma.
Ugh. I done seen some dope daddies. Shit.
No, we talk about grandma.
And I'm talking about daddies. They used to be my shit. I used to tell girls all the time, play with me, bitch, I'll fuck your daddy. Don't play with me.
Oh my God.
It's just being mean. Oh, shit, sorry. Lithophilia is arousal to stone and gravel. Who the fuck would
So
be-
you're having sex in the driveway?
Absolutely.
Yeah, some of this is very unique.
Formicophilia is the arousal to insects.
So
Never
you-
seen a spider that made me cry. Sorry.
So wait a minute, are they doing things with the spider?
Climacophilia is arousal to falling downstairs.
So I get turned on if somebody trips.
Ooh.
Or you push them.
Oh, now that? Okay, you said if you push them. All right, that's understandable. It's like a joy, a sense of enjoyment.
Kind of. Auto. No shade. Is these king? Oh, these are
48
46
fetishes.
sexual fetishes you've never
Heard of.
And this is from the Huffington Post, so it's pretty noteworthy. Autoplushophilia is the arousal to oneself dressed as a giant cartoon-like stuffed animal. Told you. Chasmophilia is the arousal to caverns, crevices, and valleys.
No.
Exhibitionism is arousal to displaying one's sexual organs in public. I know a couple guys that do that.
What?
These niggas walk with their hands in their pants and stuff, you know.
I don't. Where's that at?
The trade do it all the time.
Okay.
Masochism, arousal to experiencing physical and psychological pain. That's, to me, that's just not something that's hot.
Why?
I'm sorry, you want to be, like, diminished and depressed? How does abuse, no.
So you mean like physical abuse or?
Physical and mental.
So like if somebody just hit you with a stick repeatedly.
Well, that's flogging.
It's just
weird.
It's so confusing. I'm gonna just stick to the basics. Whips, chains, oil,
Belt,
wax, water.
change,
Water.
pee,
No.
water sport.
Oh, golden
Golden
showers. No. I recently seen a girl put on Facebook like she had a golden shower, a bra.
Why would she put it on Facebook?
Because she was saying that she's given so much of herself.
It sounds like self-hate.
She said she's given so much of herself and it still can't please a man. She said, I did brown showers, golden showers, threesomes, foursomes, fivesomes.
She was probably upset with herself that she did
and
trick.
she still- and
she
she-
put all this
This is her
online.
status. And she said, and I still haven't got a good man.
You done gave every man what he wanted.
I want to know who was the first person to ever give a golden shower. I also wanted to know...
It's probably Moses.
All right, so now we're gonna go to the plug. He said it's probably Moses. Okay, so the plug has come. We want to do a shout out to sponsors. We're looking for sponsorship. We do have a package available for sponsorship. If you want to have your business promoted throughout the show. For the whole show, we can either wear your apparel, your trademarked logos, and also
Give you a shout out.
give you a shout out 3 times through the show. That is $30. If you want your music and you are an artist, a spoken word artist, an R&B artist, and you want your song or rap artist, you want your songs played during our podcast, that is $20.
Right.
And if you just want a promotional shout out, you need marketing done, we will promote 2 times for paid correspondence for $15. So just let us know at CONTRARY2 Popular Belief Podcast at gmail.com. Let us know if you are interested in this, and we might just
Hook you up.
All right. You have anything coming up?
No, I just want you guys to know that we gave you the tea.
We did.
We have helped you in your bedroom.
And you
Understand, we've said a lot today, but I just want you to walk away with a few things. Be aware of your partner.
Absolutely.
Know your partner's sex style.
Know your partner's sex drive.
Know yourself. Know how
To
to
thine own
please
self be
another
true.
human being. And if you can't, don't be afraid to go to the sex store. Stay away from things you don't know how to use.
Stay off Pornhub trying to figure out new positions.
Right.
A lot of y'all stamina ain't there.
Exactly.
So chill out.
Be aware of your essential tools. If you are working with a certain amount of inches, know what movements are crucial for you to use. Don't try to go into the big dog field. Stay
you
in
knew
the
you ain't-
sandbox.
You need stop. You must be X amount of inches.
I'm just saying, if you are 2 inches, you don't need to hit it from the back.
Come on, somebody. You're gonna be done in 3 seconds.
Exactly. Just be aware of your body style. Be aware of others. Don't hurt anybody. Don't just try something because you've seen somebody else do it. You're not them.
Absolutely.
Practice by yourself before she
Y'all
comes
done broke
over.
enough shower
and
rods.
quit telling lies. If you're not packing, that's
Don't
fine.
lie. She gonna find out.
And she's gonna tell and expose and tell everybody your penis is
Because
small.
you should. But
So
you know
just
what?
tell
That
her
bothers
first.
me because, like, on the episode of The Read, shout out to Kid Fury and Crizzle, who ultimately influenced this show. A lot of times guys are being honest about being average, and the girls are like
Where did you get this
clowning them.
from?
This was a listener letter on The Read.
Okay.
He was honest with the chick, and she was
What
clowning
did he say?
them. He told him, and she just was kind of clowning him.
He said, my dick is small.
Yes, it was
No, he
average.
Average. What is average? That's the
7 is
problem, right?
average.
What?
It's a
That's the
7
problem right there.
It's a
That's
7
the problem.
average.
That's the problem right there. So
My average is not your average.
that is the problem.
Mine is average to
They
me.
say things like average, so you would assume average is 7.
9. Oh,
See?
okay.
Right.
Oh.
So when you say you packing, you would assuming
But my
12.
thing is sometimes everybody that's packing don't know what they doing.
It don't matter.
Yes, it does.
Would you rather have something that's taking up a lot of space that don't know what it's doing, or something that you can't find?
In my department, that shit matters. It's a lot of pain.
Well,
Pleasure and pain.
I was just about to say that. All I'm saying is, be aware. It just really bothers me, like, men, y'all know measurements about everything, but when it comes to your penis size, and I'm gonna keep saying that until Jesus comes back, because
But that's just like with girls. Like, some of these girls be bringing their friends when they knowing they about to go meet a boy, and he already asked you to bring one for his boy.
right?
And y'all know.
He said, bring one. There's one.
But you know she wasn't it.
But that ain't got nothing to do with me. His boy should have somebody.
Oh, amen.
But that is totally different from size.
So you saying don't
Quit
bait
lying.
and switch. Don't bait and switch. Don't send me a pic that you got off Pornhub and the pic that you really have is a Vienna sausage. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. I get
Yes.
you.
Gotta lie so they can get some. They at least say they hit it.
But you're not gonna get none because
They not gonna hit it if you coming up short. She gonna ask where's the rest. Where's the balance of this thing?
Who picture did you steal? Who picture did you steal? It's not even the fact that you have to have a certain size. It's the fact that you talk
Yes,
so much.
it is the fact that you have to
No,
have a certain
no,
size.
I'm saying that is not the.
In some departments, that is
No,
a problem.
the-
In some problems, in some
No.
situations, that's a prerequisite.
What I'm saying is the problem
I'm
is
just
not
trying to let
the
children
problem
know.
is not the damn size. The problem is that you stated one size and upon arrival it is another size. That is the problem. That's all I'm saying. Or the fact that when you sent the picture you had a 6-pack and you was
Ooh,
hanging
ooh,
and now you can't
catfish.
see it at all and you gotta hold your stomach up. Like, when was this picture taken?
But see, even in the gay, well, see, and I always have to bring back to gay community because sometimes the girls lie so much, and it's to the point where, first off, sis, you done had this same picture up here that you had up since 1980.
Right.
Sis, you don't look like this no more.
True.
Then second of all, you lying about what you do, but there's a lot of superficiality in the gay community too. Like, everybody wants somebody that's this pro bono ass thug that got all these inches, that's, hood and masculine, no fats, no films. But at the end of the day, it's like a lot of times the ones that have all this equipment that are fully functional, that are great men for the job, they can't do shit.
Eating right, which will be our next segment, will help with the stamina. Because that's
And
another
the
thing
taste.
too. Because there's no reason for you to have this expanded balloon and then it goes up goes down, it goes up. If your health is good, your penis can stay up the whole time.
Oh.
Nobody wants an object that doesn't work.
So you saying that some of these dudes are really...
I'm saying that this medical weed, some of y'all, because I've been hearing a lot of talk from the other ladies. And
some of the girls need to stop drinking lean, because lean be messing with
well,
the
sometimes they got to
children's
drink lean because they meat ain't lean
But
and they getting.
but then they drink lean and then they have experiences like we were naming in some of these fetishes.
I guess. I don't know. I don't do drugs. Drug-free.
Hey, man, hey.
So...
All right, so this is another episode of Contrary to Popular Belief. Shout out to Israel.
Oh, yes, sis.
Giving her mad prayers. Don't need to know nothing that's going on. Everything is fine. She's just recuperating from something. But, you know, we hope to see her in the next episode. Next episode is lifestyle and wellness. So this is going to be a really dope episode. We plan to talk about eating right because our own Bliss is a vegan. Mm-hmm. She does not eat meat.
Animal meat, human meat. I'm living for the Lord.
Human meat.
Just talk for what you got.
No, we're speaking on things that we learned on Google.
Oh.
Yes.
I'm so done. I'm
So,
done.
eating right, having a good mindset, good spirit.
Taking care of your
body,
mental health.
inside
your
and
mental
out.
health, your spiritual health, your physical health, and, you know, the lack thereof.
Keeping your life in order.
Absolutely. So we hope that this episode was great. If you have any questions, we have a people poll too. Is sex a touchy or uncomfortable issue for you, and why? Okay, why or why not? You can write us in at CONTRARY2, the number 2, popular belief. If you do not know how to spell or you are not hooked on fondness, that is CONTRARY, the number 2, POPULARBELIEFPODCAST@gmail.com. All right? And anything else? Final words?
Get your inches up. It's like, no.
Get your inches, hashtag get your inches up. So you don't, and then ladies too, stop lying on y'all. You know?
What? I've never heard a woman.
Some of y'all don't know how to suck dick. The trade talk about it all the time. The trade talk about the trade, and when I say the trade, ladies and gentlemen, if you are not abreast to the gay euphemisms, trade is straight men. The trade always talk about the fact that a lot of times y'all be catfishing. Y'all
Do
send
your
pictures.
research.
Do your research beforehand.
If all you see is neck pics, then that's what you're getting. She gave you the neck and up, so that was her. The bottom half, she did not show you that, so you can't comment on that. You'll see that when you get to the front
But
door.
you gonna see that, and then you gonna end up. But no, it's not. How is that a double standard? Oh, now he wants to talk.
Look, I don't have no mic, so that's why.
He just said 10 minutes, right?
Okay, go ahead.
But yeah, that was 30 minutes ago. Now, when you talk about men and their inches, what about these women and these big pussies that they got?
What?
I'm just saying.
I don't know.
He said these big pussies swallowing up.
Okay.
Ran through, pussy lips look like just everywhere. Like you gonna French braid her pussy.
French braid her vagina. I
Now, what about
First
those?
off-
Then they want to talk about, well, you know what, you ain't big enough. Look at what's big enough.
After
Wait a minute. He said French braid her vagina.
lips.
Like, first off,
I mean, like, for real.
they have surgery.
See, why do you need a surgery?
What I'm saying- well, look.
We gotta keep our 4, 5
No.
inches.
No, I'm talking about there are women that I know that haven't been beat up, but naturally through time, their vagina it changes
But y'all
structures.
sit on the monkey.
You know what I'm saying? When they get older, it looks a certain way because there's women that are virgins and their lips aren't as strong as the women that are using them. Look, I'm not gonna put baby girl out. All I'm saying is, I didn't know. She's like 43.
No one was maimed
She's
or
only been
hurt
with
in
two
the
guys.
making of this episode of Contrary to Popular Belief.
But what I'm saying was that's close to now. We gonna be realistic. I ain't seen a virgin in a long time, but
It's some
so
people
what I'm
that's
saying is her
virgins.
vagina she had to get surgery on her lips to make them.
Well, yeah, you
They dangle.
You get big lips, you get little lips, you get all. You get fat lips, you get skinny lips, you get coochie just feel like it's just meat. It's just right against the bone. Like,
I don't know nothing. A chicken shawarma. Look, some of it I don't.
What vaginas are y'all
You're
looking
talking
at?
about. Y'all talking about the worst. Y'all talking about the worst of the worst. I've never heard this. No, this ain't that. I'm talking about a man lacking. You talking about vagina like chicken shawarma. Vagina like chicken shawarma.
So shout out.
Shout out to the women whose vagina aren't like chicken shawarma.
Snap that pussy back. Shout out to my guest for that line. Shout out to the amazing heterosexual community inside
Right,
of.
because I've never heard a chicken shawarma. Like, I heard, like, they said.
He said mango.
Oh, yeah, like the vagina. Remember?
The man that walked in and double dutched to get a feel. Like, that's what he's talking
and
about.
still didn't get me.
He said he
Well,
still
he could up and leave.
Well, no, because he's going to still try to touch some type
gonna
of
try
water
to
till he
touch
get
something.
I don't think
in
that's
conclusion, ladies, Kegel balls, come on now, tighten it up. Men extends.
Oh.
Extends, period. Or stop jacking off, because I heard somebody say that
And that's
the
another
more time you do,
and that's another
you
thing
mess
too.
with your dick.
When men
messes
spend
with
so
the
much
nerves.
time, because me and an older lady, she's about 53. We had this conversation 2 months ago. Her dude, he used to have a certain type of curve, and you know, she went away. He stayed faithful, and I guess he began to please himself, and he restructured. Is that how you say it?
How did
His
he-
curve. He turned it. So she
how
said
was
he used
he
to have a nice
how was he
7 or a
jacking off?
boomerang, and she said now it's like up here. You know, it doesn't.
Well, he probably sucking it himself then.
Okay.
All right, in conclusion.
I'm sorry. See, when I talk real,
I'm just
people
saying.
don't
No,
wanna
I'm
hear
saying
it.
I didn't know that you can re-angle your
Absolutely.
penis.
I didn't
But
get
the curve is supposed to be medically wrong, though.
I remember a dude broke his dick.
So,
But I'm saying you can if you jack off too much in a certain direction, you can.
Jacking off too much, is that possible?
Yeah, you get what I'm saying. When you if your penis goes like this way and you jack off in a certain angle, whichever way that you decide to yank, you can bring that angle back this way. Is what I'm saying.
one for 47 years, and I
And
never.
a lady told me that her dude's angle was different once she
You said a curve?
and you yes.
It was a lot going on.
What we're talking about is that if your stuff is going over here and you jack off a lot and you pull it in the wrong direction, you can reverse your curve.
I got it.
Well, she said it looks different, and she showed us, and
Well,
it looked
maybe he
different.
got a dick
Why
transplant.
don't she show y'all? Okay, you know what? No.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much for your time. And shout out to having, the reason that I did Contrary to Popular Belief is for us to break down the veil of insecurity around so many issues. Like, we're going to talk about a
Everything.
wide array of issues on this show. And I'm glad that we don't have a set parameter.
Right.
We have so many categories, so many things that
Variables
we're
that we
going to
use.
talk about. Like, we have an episode coming up on Friends. We have another episode coming up on Entrepreneurship 101 Part 2, because I thought that was such a good episode that we
Right.
need to bring it back. We're going to also talk about relationships and family life and
Everything that y'all scared to say.
everything. We're going to talk
about
about it versus sweeping shit under the
Rug.
and doing shit in the dark. At the end of the day, I think it's time
To bring it to the table.
It's time to have those conversations that have otherwise been
Gives
kicked
you a
to the
better
side.
understanding of people. So many people are afraid of people because of what they look like,
What
they like
into,
to do,
yes.
their sexuality. A lot of people veer away from others because of what they feel, what they think, and what they do. And I just want to say, you're missing a lot of awesomeness.
Absolutely.
You don't always have to agree with what a person does, but they may have a message for you. They may have something that you need for your life, but because of who they are and what they're doing, you are blocking them out. And I feel like everything, you can learn anything from anybody.
You can
if
learn
you
what
take the
to
time.
do from somebody, as well as you can learn what not to do from somebody. So, the whole premise of Contrary to Popular Belief is to allow you all, as people, humanity, white, black, purple. We're speaking from a black perspective, but we're
Right.
talking about the perspective of everybody. Because Caucasian kinks may not be the same as
As black
Indian
kinks,
kinks,
yeah.
or black kinks may not be the same as Chinese kinks. You know what I'm saying? So
Everybody has their own niche of what they want to do. Everybody don't
what
like
they
making
ascribe
love.
to.
Some people like
fucking. Shit.
Yes.
Fucking. All right. You fucked that one. So we love you guys, and we thank you again for coming and stopping by with us. And share this. Again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you want to write into the show. Contrary to number 2, Popular Belief Podcast at gmail.com. Thank you very much.
Thank y'all.